Welcome to Quiet Waters Within.
They weren't choosing you, they were choosing the audition. You have softened opinions you actually hold just to seem like an easier person. You've actually hidden needs you have just to seem low maintenance. You've performed a calmer, more agreeable, more convenient version of yourself, hoping that version will be the one that finally gets chosen. If you've made it through this whole series, you already know the pattern behind that. Today, we close it not with another wound, but with a shift. Okay, let's name what this actually looks like one more time. You've shrunk your reactions to things that genuinely bothered you because reacting honestly felt like a risk you couldn't afford. You said, "I'm easy, whatever you want," more times than you have said what you actually want, training people to expect a version of you that isn't fully real. You've watched someone stay interested in the performance and felt a quiet dread underneath it because some part of you knew they weren't choosing you, they were choosing the audition. This has been the thread running underneath every episode in this series: breadcrumbing, love bombing, situationship, trauma bonds, backup plans, staying too long. All of it is easier to fall into when you don't fully believe the real you is enough to be chosen without editing. So darling, here's what's actually happening. Auditioning for love comes from a quiet old belief that your real self, unfiltered, might not be enough. So you offer a well-curated version instead, hoping the curated version gets chosen and hoping somewhere underneath that once they are invested, you can slowly reveal the rest of you safely. But here's the problem with that plan though. If someone chooses the performance, they are never choosing you. Full stop. And the moment you stop performing, because you will eventually, you can't sustain an audition forever. You risk losing someone who was only ever attached to the edited version you presented. Being chosen for a role you are playing will never feel as safe as it looks from the outside, because some part of you always knows if they truly knew everything, will they stay? The chill version of you got praised for being easygoing, low drama, undemanding, and you leaned into it because the praise felt like proof that you were doing something right. But somewhere in there, your actual needs stopped being spoken because speaking them risked breaking the chill image that was getting you chosen. The moment you stopped performing, they leave. At some point, you would get tired or hurt or simply human enough to stop editing, and you will see that the reaction wouldn't be relief. It will be distance, but that isn't proof that you are too much. It is proof that the person was only ever choosing the character, not you. But here's how we can shift all of this. And this is the one I want you to carry out of this whole series. You are not required to audition for love. You are allowed to let your real reactions, real needs, and real opinions to be the filter, not the risk. The people who leave when you stop performing were never going to stay for the real version of you anyway. Better to know that early than to keep performing for someone that was never actually choosing you in the first place. So here's what we're going to do about it. First, practice showing one real reaction at a time. You don't have to unveil the whole unfiltered you at once. Start with one honest opinion, one real need, and just sit back and observe what happens. Second, notice who stays through that honesty and who quietly pulls back. That's where you get the real information about who was choosing you versus who was choosing the performance. Third, Let being yourself be the test, not the gamble. Every person who leaves when you stop performing was never going to be safe for the long term. Every person who leans in is showing you something worth trusting. If you have made it through this whole series, breadcrumbs, the whirlwind that wasn't real, the situationship you couldn't name, the bond that felt like love but wasn't, the backup role, the ending you already know was coming, and now finally this. The version of you underneath all the editing was always the one worth choosing. You don't have to audition it for anyone. You are allowed to stop performing and simply allow yourself to be chosen by the person who will love you just the way you are. Not for the polished version of you, just exactly as you are. So, this is the series. And if any of this named something in you, you know what to do. Subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you when the next series begins on Quiet Waters Within. Bye.